is I started as a music major and a theater major, and I didn't know really what dance was. So I actually took a dance class in the theater department of the touring company coming through, and then got interested. And the teacher that taught the master class said, you should think about dance as a career, and I didn't know how to deal with that. So I came to in the middle of a semester, came to San Francisco Ballet School and auditioned and said I was 16 and I was 20, and got a Ford Foundation scholarship, and actually got in the company within a year and a half, which is pretty amazing. But what I started with was mostly character roles. And when I was hired to do the Drosselmars, to do the King Mice, to do all these roles that I really, really liked doing, and partnering and such. And hence, as I went along in the company, I got better and better, and I got better roles. But I always loved those character roles. I always went back to them, and whenever I was offered maybe to do the Prince, the Cavalier, I'd always do the best I could to get out of it, because I wanted to do the character roles. But I did do some great roles, and eventually started choreographing.
Val has been with me for a long, long time. Not only as a choreographer, he has done a lot of works. He is also a character dancer in the company, and very much admired and needed. So I think it's wonderful to have Val here.
I started to count, but I think I've choreographed on more than 40 companies. And the amount of ballets I've created, I don't know. It's got a number over 100. I don't know how you count the full lengths, or you count the one acts, or you count those pas de deux or those solos that you do. That's always a hard count to do, but it's way over 100 ballets, and counting.
He is probably the busiest and most prolific choreographer that there is. He works all over the world in a million different styles and under all kinds of conditions, small companies, big companies. Just a very, very creative and very thoughtful choreographer who brings the best out of the people he's working with.
One ballet, for instance, Lamborena, which I created here almost 13 years ago. 2015 is going to be the 20th anniversary. And since it was created, almost one or two companies a year have been performing it ever since and counting. By having that chance of creating a work here or elsewhere and have it done all over the world at different companies, you get to work on them, you get to tweak them, you get to make them better.
He tends to lay the foundation of the step. It's up to an individual where you take it. It's very collaborative. It's very much that they contribute a little bit of themselves as well as his choreography into the piece.
Like most of them that have worked with me, Lorena Fayo for one, will know exactly what I'm going to do next before I even do it. And that's great.
I think Val's spirit is unique, first of all. Then he has his very own signature steps, and that if anybody else would give them to you, you will feel uncoordinated. And somehow he makes it happen in a way that they are sometimes the coordination hard to get, but when you see it, it's very organic. I feel this new ballet has a great essence to it, and I feel it's about just the planets and life as a whole, as a world, as a unit, instead of it just oneself or one person inhabiting this whole planet. So the respect for the water and the environment and things that we should all contribute to.
A quote by John Muir: "When we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe." The company's always been important, it's always been wonderful, it always has had its niche. And throughout the years, I just see it grow and get better and better and better, and it's always good to come home, whether just to come home to the city or come home to this company. It's always amazing.